southeastern Pennsylvania during the 1940s and 50s, dirt track racing was all the rage. Some of the best drivers in the entire state learned their driving skills on the dirt tracks in Beech Lake, Pennsylvania. But when the popularity of the sport started to decline, the track in Beech Lake fell into disrepair and was no longer used. The D. Pascal family saw an opportunity to serve the local community and create a family fun park on the property, which opened in the 1950s with mini golf, go-karts, and batting cages. By 2020, although the park was still in operation, several parts of it had to be shut down due to badly needed repairs.
So the Wallys owned it for about 70 years, and it was for sale for a few years, and they decided it was time to retire, and my family, we were looking at it for a while, and we decided to go ahead and go on this venture of turning it into something. Our main thing this year was we got the pools up and running. The pools have not been running in a few years, so it definitely was like a big undertaking to get the pools up and running.
With the pools repaired and the water slides ready in time for the 2022 summer season, Jessica and her family focused on the grounds and improving the facilities at the park.
So we have a 18-hole mini golf course. We have a jumping pillow that we actually put in for the kids. The adults actually enjoy it too. We have 2 water slides, a speed slide, a little wading pool. We have bumper boats, go-karts. We plan on getting batting cages added in. That was a customer request, I guess, was batting cages, get the batting cages back. So we are waiting for the concrete to be poured, and we hopefully will have those batting cages up and running before you guys know it. And then we also have a cafe inside and an ice cream dairy bar as well.
Once the park was ready to receive visitors, Jessica's father, who believes that every child should have a pumpkin to take home, suggested that they add a corn maze, pumpkin patch, sunflower fields, and a hayride for visitors to enjoy in the fall. The corn maze is still growing and should reach the height of 10 to 12 feet when the maze opens on Labor Day. But these are not the only new ideas the LaTourette family plans to implement.
We're so excited to see the kids come in with their families, go through the corn maze, take the hayride, pick a pumpkin. We are trying to bring in and do new things give the communities, someplace to go. I grew up here in Beech Lake, and I just feel like years ago there was so much more here than what there is now. And we're just trying to give back to the community, do things for the community. So we plan on having a few live events here. We do vendors, craft fairs as well, but our first show that we had was Sour Bridges.
Although the corn maze, pumpkin patch, sunflower fields, and hayrides continue until Halloween, the outdoor park will close when the first snow falls. The cafe on the property will continue to operate year-round.
So we did expand on the menu. We added breakfast. We are very excited about adding breakfast, but we have all sorts of things. Everything is made fresh in-house. We try not to do a lot of pre-made items. We have everything from a house-made buttermilk fried chicken sandwich to beef burgers. We have all sorts of salads, appetizers. We also brought in hard ice cream from a creamery down in Lancaster. So now we have hard ice cream offering like 23 flavors. We have vegan ice cream as well. That was a customer request. Vegan, gluten-free. So we do offer lots of options for people with health issues. As far as the gluten-free, we do gluten-free buns, gluten-free cones, gluten-free ice cream, so we do accommodate in that aspect as well. So all the fruits and the vegetables that we use in the restaurant are locally sourced from the area.
Since the spring of 2022 and the COVID pandemic, operating a small business has become a lot more difficult. The Carousel Water Park, Dairy Bar, and Cafe is a family-run business, with everyone pitching in to make the business a success.
But we are family-owned and operated from every little thing that we do. My mother, my father, brothers, their kids, his wife. Some of us do the cooking, some of us are managing, doing the planting. All of our friends, our family have been very, very supportive. We've met so many new people in our little town of Beech Lake, and everyone has just been so generous.
The water park is also available for events and birthday parties throughout the summer.
So we do birthday parties. We do have a package that we have for birthday parties. It'll include an ice cream sundae bar for the kids. Kids usually pick a few activities that they like to do. Then they have a staff member that is with them the whole time, escorting them through. So the parents can kind of enjoy themselves a little bit too.
With so much potential to grow, what's the overall vision for the 25-acre property? And what changes or additions can you expect to see over the next few years?
We plan on making more of a Cosmos barnyard for the younger kids to play in, give the kids maybe like 3 and under kind of more options. We hope to maybe expand the water area in the next few years as well, and redo the golf course, maybe put a koi pond in.
All this activity keeps Jessica and her family busy at the park.
Our average day here is very hectic. There's always, something to do, meeting new people. Beach Lake does have 2 resorts, so there are a lot of families that come in. They come in kind of in waves. We have a few camps that are around. They come and they get ice cream, or they go on the rides. What makes us so unique is that families have been coming, the same families have been coming and bringing, grandmas come and bring their grandkids, the parents come and bring their children over the years. And what they say is, I'm bringing my kids here because I remember coming here when I was younger. I have pictures of myself here in front of the frog, and I want a picture with my child in front of the frog. And you see that other people are bringing their families here because they have memories of it being here when they were younger. It's kind of really actually a neat thing to hear people talk about their experiences, how they were here when they were younger, and now they get to bring their kids here. So
if you're interested in learning about all the great family activities and upcoming events, such as the corn maze and hay rides, you can give them a call or follow them on social media.
So you can call us at 570-228-2029, or you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. We do have 2 pages. We have the Carousel Water Park and then the Carousel Dairy Bar and Cafe, and our address is 1018 Beach Lake Highway, Beach Lake, Pennsylvania. We hope that you guys will stop by and see us.
The Sullivan Catskill Summer. So unexpected. Zip through trees. Later, try your luck at the tables. Splash around, towel off. Then dive into our nightlife. Check into a hot hotel. Cool off with our spirits, wine, cider, and beer. Shop in a quaint village and indulge in inventive farm-to-table fare. The Sullivan Catskill Summer. So unexpected. SullivanCatskills.com.
For the largest selection of first-quality remnant carpeting for every room in your home, choose Mike's Walk-In Carpet, the only remnant stocking dealer in Wayne County with high-quality carpet purchased directly from the manufacturer. With over 40 years' experience, you'll get professional service every time. Don't settle for lesser quality carpeting from the big box stores. Choose the best, remnants or special order, from Mike's Walk-In Carpet on Route 590, Hawley.
Hi, I'm Lorraine Collins, President of Davis R. Chant Realtors.
And I'm Abby Pittenger-Claus, Vice President of Davis R. Chant Realtors.
Chant has been serving the Lake Wallenpaupack region for over 58 years, and we are proud to say we sell more homes by volume than any other real estate company in Northeast Pennsylvania. We are coming off our strongest year in the Lake region real estate market, selling over $430 million in sales volume.
We work with sellers to put together a thoughtful but aggressive marketing plan tailored to each home individually. Each of our property listings gets a virtual tour and is professionally photographed, giving the prospective buyer the best first impression. The Lake Wallenpaupack area is an attractive place to live because of its low taxes, great school districts, and beautiful scenery. Our team of agents here at Davis R. Chant Realtors has extensive knowledge in the local real estate market. We have experience with everyone from first-time home buyers to experienced investors. Chant uses a variety of print media, billboards, open houses, and national real estate websites to promote properties and reach potential buyers.
Here at Chant, we know that working together and providing channels of communication and feedback is important for the best outcome when selling your home. If you are ready to relocate, upgrade, downsize, or know anyone who's considering the Lake Region area, please stop by one of our Chant offices or call us at 570-226-4518 or visit us online at chantre.com.
Thomas Pitney built the Milford Theater in June of 1911 on the corner of Catherine and 4th Streets. He saw a business opportunity that was fueled by his passion for film. In 1912, he built an addition to the theater, added a steam heating plant, and strung lights from the Hotel Fauchère to the Milford Theater for the moviegoers at his own expense. The theater held matinees and evening movies on a regular schedule, and you could always find Pitney in his reserved seat no matter how many times he'd seen the film. Mr. Pitney was quite an entrepreneur, and in the 1920s started a taxi and bus service and opened one of the first bowling alleys in Milford featuring 2 lanes. Business up until the late 1920s was good. But by 1929, the country entered the Great Depression, and Pitney leased the theater and began selling his taxis to raise cash. By 1932, the Milford Theater was closed, which broke his heart. Within a couple of years after closing the theater, Pitney was taken to the State Hospital in Scranton for treatment of stomach trouble, and Pitney's home and theater were seized for non-payment of property taxes and were to be sold at a sheriff's sale. Despondent because his health was failing and plagued by financial problems due to the economy, Thomas Pitney committed suicide on the stage of the Milford Theater on March 14, 1935.
So legend has it in every theater that every theater has a ghost, or every theater is haunted. And I can say from personal interactions that this one definitely is. Our ghost's name is Mr. Pitney here. He was one of the original owners of the theater way back when.
After Pitney's death, a psychic was asked if there should be a mass for his soul. She said no. His home was the Milford Theater, and he is still in contact. Further, she said if they needed anything at the theater, they should just ask him.
I personally have never seen him, but I have felt his presence, and he did visit me on my first day working here ever. I was up in the booth showing a movie, and I heard one of the doors close, and I looked over, and there was absolutely no one to be found. And after that, I had a conversation with him, and I said, I'm going to take care of your house, and I'll keep everything safe, and you keep me safe, and we've been friends ever since.
From 1941 until 2008, the Milford Theater went through a series of owners, and the theater continued to show movies, host live shows, and support the community. They also offered live stage performances by summer stock groups such as Sunflower Hill Productions, who always kept a seat open for Mr. Pitney's ghost.
Legend has it that there was always a seat that was reserved for him in the house, so we at the theater try to keep that seat reserved for him as sort of a respect. And as well as that, we also have our ghost light, which is not only a safety feature in a lot of theaters, but also for the ghost itself. When you turn on the ghost light at the end of the night, at the end of a performance or a rehearsal or anything, you are letting the ghost know that you are done on stage.
Mr. Pitney's ghost was sighted many times in the theater since his death in 1935. There were reports of sounds of a person walking up the steps on the right aisle, lights turning on and off by themselves, or doors being closed or opened as Mr. Pitney passed through the projection room.
He seems to play around a little bit. You know, we'll leave at the end of the night and lock everything up and turn all the lights off, and we'll come back in the next day and a certain light will be left on, or maybe a door will be open or something like that, and we know that he's definitely been a little mischievous the night before.
Some of the movies shown at the theater over the years included silent movies, newsreels, and cartoons. The theater also held a special presentation of D.W. Griffith's silent films shot in Milford, just a few miles away from the theater. By 2008, the theater was in total disrepair, and the theater was condemned until the owner agreed to make some repairs. But it wasn't enough to save the theater. Since that time, other owners have tried to renovate and restore the theater, but the theater was never restored to its former glory. In the fall of 2020, the Milford Theater was sold to the Milford Hospitality Group.
The theater was in bad shape, candidly. The seats were just beyond old and not even, you couldn't sit in them for more than 2 minutes without wanting to get up. We had antiquated equipment that barely worked. We didn't have a light grid. We didn't have a soundboard. We didn't have a projector. We had a screen that was not really functional at all. And we had a basement filled with water. And no heating, no cooling system. So it was pretty much everything you can think of that we didn't have. So the renovation really was from the ground up. The first undertaking really was the seats. It's the thing that people complained about. So I hired a seat designer from New York City called Chris Buckley, and he came in and actually designed the layout you see behind me. We went from kind of a mishmash of seating to a straight continental seating with a very nice slight curve. There isn't a bad seat in the house, and that's all due to Chris's design. One of the things that was really dreamy and was fun, because my friend Vanessa Carlton at the time, she was also home for the pandemic. I asked her to come and give me some thoughts on how to design a dressing room, what are the things you look for when you're on the road, and it was really about comfort. We designed it. Every performer who's come through here has just said that they would actually live there and rent it. So it's one of the things we're most proud of. We hired Ron Fogel and Associates. He came in and redesigned all of the lights in the entire theater and put in a light board. So now we can actually do our own lighting. He also hired somebody to come in, and we did all new audio equipment. We bought a brand new digital projector, brand new screen that flies up into the ceiling so that we can do a movie and then it goes away and then we can do a play. So everything that we did in terms of the equipment has made the theater really us be able to have the theater wear many different hats. One of the other things about the theater is that it had really old fabric on the walls that was literally falling off the walls when Bill purchased it. So we hired another company from New York City called Drape Kings, who came in and did the entire design of all the drapes that you see, curtains, and the new fabric on the theater walls. We built a beautiful lobby bar. People can actually watch the show from the bar, which is really, really fun. You know, people love to show up an hour early and have a cocktail and meet their friends and then take their seats. The booth also has a luxury VIP booth, and it's one of the best places in the house to watch a show. We put brand new cocktail seating in the rear of the theater here, which is right near the bar. And when you book one of those tables, you get cocktail service, and it's exclusive VIP feeling and also one of the funnest places to watch one of our live shows. The biggest job that I have as the artistic director is to make sure that we are doing programming for everyone. We show films, we do live stage plays, music concerts, community events. We're housing all the festivals coming up this year. The Readers and Writers Festival will be here at the Milford Theater. They're so happy to be back. And in October, we have the Black Bear Film Festival, which also, if you know anything about Milford, is one of the biggest weekends here. And the theater is also for rent. So if a company wants to come and do their corporate presentation, TED Talk style here, we absolutely do that as well. If you can think of it, we do it. The theater really is the heartbeat and the hub of our entire community here. It's fun to go grab dinner after a show or drinks before a show. So it's lovely that people can park their car and go to the theater and then go walk to one of our restaurants. So it has really, I think, changed the way that people go out in Milford, because there was never really this option before, and now we're open every weekend. To find out more about what we're doing and all of our upcoming events, you can go to themilfordtheater.com and click on upcoming events, which will take you to our ticket site, and it's super easy. You can reserve your seat, find a show that suits you, your family, your kids. The easiest thing, just milfordtheater.com.
Bring the gang out for a day of fall family fun. Come out to Carousel Dairy Bar Cafe and Old Fashioned Fun Park in Beach Lake. The kids will love getting lost in the corn maze, pumpkin picking, wandering through the sunflower field, and eating delicious ice cream. How about a spin on the go-karts? Or bumper boats? Play a round of mini golf. And when weather permits, take a ride down their 2 water slides. After you've worked up an appetite, stop in the cafe for a snack or order something from their extensive menu. And don't forget to take home some delicious homemade apple cider donuts and pie. Come and celebrate the fall season at the best family fun destination in the area. Carousel Dairy Bar Cafe and Old Fashioned Fun Park in Beach Lake.
The Sterling Business and Technology Park is currently divided into 23 lots ranging in size from 3 to 30 acres. Each lot in the park is KOZ certified for companies that qualify. The Sterling Business and Technology Park is perfectly located just off Exit 17 on Interstate 84 in northeastern Pennsylvania, just under 2 hours from New York City. If you would like to explore locating your business at Sterling Business and Technology Park, visit sterlingbusinesspark.com.
Looking for a memorable day out on beautiful Lake Wallenpaupack? Wallenpaupack Boat Tours and Rentals offers guests 4 fabulous ways to enjoy the lake. 1. Take a breathtaking hour-long cruise with a tour guide detailing the area and history of the region. 2. You be captain for the day by renting a pontoon boat for a few hours, a half day, or a full day. 3. Rent 1 or more of their kayaks for a relaxing afternoon on the lake. Or 4. Have a blast on one of their stand-up paddle boards. Lake Wallenpaupack Boat Tours and Rentals has everything you need for a great day on the water. Reserve your tickets online at wallenpaupackboattour.com or in person at the expanded East Shore Gift Shop, where you can purchase your favorite lake souvenirs. Wallenpaupack Boat Tours and Rentals at 2487 Route 6 in Hawley, across from the lake.
The tree-lined streets of Milford, Pennsylvania are once again filled with the sound of music. And since 2010, the Milford Music Festival has been one of the summer's biggest highlights, with shopping, dining, and fun for all. And let's not forget the music.
They say he's got to go, 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 Godzilla. Oh, yo, there goes Tokyo, go, go, Godzilla.
How do you like Milford?
I love Milford. I mean, I'm from Los Angeles, lived in New York, now I live in Las Vegas, so I'm from big cities, but there's nothing like Milford.
I love it.
Did I get you?
You got it!
All right, good.
Yay.
This borough-wide sidewalk event has over 30 businesses participating. But in addition to the amazing music, the festival also hosts a vintage car show featuring hot rods and classic cars on display for the automotive aficionados, featuring fast cars and rebuilt classics from the days of drive-in movies. And speaking of movies, the Milford Theater provided the backdrop for this awesome automotive display.
And where you guys from?
DC.
Cool. And so you just walked into town.
Literally.
What do you think about Milford?
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's very
It's a
quaint.
lot going on.
Very quaint.
Yeah.
A lot going
there
on.
has been, what, 5 venues of music? Yeah, it looks like it's pretty happening.
How do you like Milford and the festival today?
I love this. I love it. It was a great time. Weather's beautiful. The people are beautiful. It's a great time.
What about
Great.
the music?
Oh my God, it's wonderful. Wonderful. You like it?
I'm loving it.
Then we all like it.
Cool.
Right?
Thank
It's
you,
good
Eric.
time.
Cool.
Have fun, brother.
Thank you much.
Down there, age 18, she blew the boys away. There's more amazing. I was introduced and we both started grooving. Said to get your baby, but I got to keep moving.
From one side of the town to the next, the music flowed freely, and we couldn't wait to see one of our fan favorites, the Scott Weiss Band.
I'll settle it down. Girl, you let me on fire. I'll simmer it down. You got me melting like a wind. You got me turning round and round. You're long just like a spinning stick.
It's being a tourist in my own hometown. I mean, that's as good as it gets.
That's as good as it gets.
You would travel hours to see something like this, and guess what? I get to travel 5 minutes to see this.
That's
so
awesome.
It's awesome.
What's the best thing about Milford?
People,
I would say that.
right?
Yeah, I would say
People
that.
are down to earth and really happy.
It's a great cultural town, diverse, and it's fantastic.
Many walked, but we ran over to see one of our fan favorites, the Bobby Cow Band.
I believe, yeah. She got a black cap on.
It's another thing you find, friendship and fun at the Milford Music Festival. Whoa! I love you.
The Milford Music Festival, the sequel. Giving music lovers a reason to experience Milford from end to end, and also supporting our local first responders. Tune in to Wally Life every Monday at 9 p.m. on Blue Ridge Communications Channel 13 for the latest in life around Lake Wallenpaupack.